Going. So, today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on some of these walls and getting the backbones of them all organized and fancy and looking good. And also these pillars. However, we're going to have to also figure out how exactly we want them functioning, because this one is 1 block wider than this one. So how are we going to do that? Because of the fact that the room is oddly counted, but the doorway is evenly counted. It's just something we're going to have to work around because of the other way things are measured. So that's something we're going to have to work with. Also, today's book theme is Creepers Spotted, so keep your eyes out. And I think that's it. Because basically with this, if we go like that, which is the same thing as what's going on here, we've got an extra block here, and then we're heading into the wall. And that's not so great. It's like, we could extend it by 1 and just put in an extra frog light, and I don't think anyone will really notice. So I'm kind of thinking that's what we do. Yeah, let's do that. That seems like the easiest and least headache-inducing thing to do. Because then this will just merge in with the wall and we have no problems. But yeah, we have the fancy walls. We have our book collection starting to grow. And I'm really excited to see how all of our books just slowly collect and gather as that comes along. And I'm thinking that we have a large bookcase back here. And then, yeah. I do like the bookcase under the stairs look. Although I'm thinking we really need to figure out something to go under here. Maybe we come in with upside down bamboo. Upside down bamboo stairs. There we go. Upside down bamboo stairs. Yeah. We need frog lights. Right. So yeah. That's what we're doing today. Also, I finally got around to filling this in. We won't be falling down it anymore. It should be good. And I think I know one of the places where the zombies are spawning now. Because I've been doing some really careful eyeballs of this area. And I think it's just over here somewhere. Just in this area. So hopefully we'll be able to stick some glow lichen in and fix that up. And maybe that should fix it. Maybe. Fingers crossed. Yep. Okay, so this is the wrong box. I'm sure I did not organize for frog lights. Okay, never mind. I thought I was organized. I had everything organized, but apparently not. Only one thing to do then. We grab a whole bunch of frog lights and we stick them in the chests. Oh my. Okay. So by the looks of that, I think hanging out on the nether roof at some point soon is going to be an important thing to do. It's having like an intense lack of frog lights. That being said, we have used a lot of our yellow frog lights, like all of those. Just staring as you go down the stairs is quite a lot. So I don't really know there. Okay. We have some of this. And that. Okay. So putting 3 along, and then we're basically connecting this up like this. And having, well, not that there. Not that there. But having fancy walls that go up. And the same on this side. I think this is the best we're going to do. So this is what we were working on last time. We've got the fancy walls. We got the ceiling. The chandelier is finally in the middle. And yeah, we're all organized. Yeah. I had to come back after stream and put the chandelier back in place. And one of these lines was misaligned, and I was so annoyed when I saw that. I was like, ah, no. Yet again, we are one block out. It was much disappointment. This is not where it's supposed to be. Oh, I know. Yeah, and I think that's why it's worth it to have that really good look. And I think if something looks good at the end of it, it's worth the effort. And it doesn't really matter if it takes ages. I think if we grab some acacia and then we put that just going up as pillars, that'll look good. And even if it's frustrating sometimes, can we connect this to here? Yes, we can. This is good. Aha. Because I think if it's something if it's anything good is worth doing right, I think is how the saying goes. And I think the same is true for if you love your work, then it's worth putting effort into. Oh, of course. Of course, with the room being uneven, this is going to be one block out. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay. We are going to have to figure out a way so this isn't going to be like this. I think what we'll do... It's not there. There we go. We might actually widen these what are mezzanine floors and connect them directly to the pillars. So we've got a little bit extra there. And it'll hide that. Or what we do is we have it so that this pillar goes completely up. And that'll also hide it. I think that's what we're going to do. If we do that, then it'll hide that. Because that is the main goal for this. If we hide it, it'll be good. That is our measure of success for today. Okay. So if we come through, it's like when it comes to doing builds and things, sometimes you end up with stuff like this where it's you can't really fix it. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. And it's pretty unfeasible to go through and fix it, and it's either you rebuild the whole thing or you adjust it. And personally speaking, I find that adjusting a build is usually better than fixing it, because if you adjust the build, then it makes it more fun over time. And for me, it makes me more interested in completing a build. Even though, like, you might look at it and be like, oh yeah, I know where the mistake was. Welcome back. But I think being able to adjust a build and be able to flex is important. Okay. And the good thing is we have some light at the bottom, so no mobs are going to spawn in this. There we go. Perfect. So that gives us a basis on what we want, and then I'm thinking we go with another ring of steps. So we keep that ring base look. Because basically the idea is so that it looks like a big thick pillar that's really sturdy and strong. And it should be good. That's just checking that this was one block between here and there. Because, like, the paranoia is always real of, is it even? Is it really? And sometimes, like, you get caught out once and then it's like, oh, the paranoia is there for life. It will never disappear. But there we go. There we go. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll replace that block there with a full block, and that'll work. Oh, speaking of paranoia, I ended up chasing my D&D group with a gigantic hand made out of skeletons. And the thing is, they're a level 2 party. And they were on the open sea. And so they were just like, nope. I think we've been at sea for too long. And so they ended up pulling into port, and the port was just like, you were sailing on the new moon. Everybody knows that the dead rise on the new moon. And they were like, we found that out. It was good times. Here we go. Oh, cool. Do you have any cities planned? Like, to visit? Or anything like that? Also, what season are you going in? Because, like, I haven't gone skiing myself, but a lot of people say that the ski fields are nice if you're going in the winter. Although if you're wanting to go to Rainbow's End, if you've been to the theme parks in America, it'll be a total letdown. Our theme parks are really budget compared, but we have really cool, what are they called? Aquariums, I think. That being said, here I am busy spouting tourist stuff. That being said, I'm pretty sure most... Oh, Wellington! Oh, Wellington's pretty. I like Wellington. I think Wellington's underrated. Like, most people are like, oh yeah, Auckland, and I think Auckland is very, very busy, very snobby, but like, I think Wellington is snobby in kind of a different way, in a very refreshing way. that makes sense. Like, it's the capital city, but it's also... It feels easier to get to. Also, check out Where to Workshop while you're there. It was great to go see, I think. And Te Papa, if you like museums. It's probably been my favorite museum to go to. Oh, what am I doing? We were doing this. We need some walls, I think. Because the museums in New Zealand are very interactive. And Te Papa has a tendency to get a lot of very interesting, what's it called? Things? No, I do not actually want that there. Can we put that here? Like, the last time I was at Te Papa, we had, they had a video game one, and it went right back to Atari and Pong as the history of video games, and you were able to play the video games. And it was back when PS4 was coming out. So they were having early release concept demos of some of the stuff for PS4, and it was super awesome. I don't know how they managed to get their hands on it, but it was so epic. Okay, I'm thinking we replace one of those with a frog light, or I want to say a shroom light, but we've run out of shroom lights, so we can't do that. So we'll bring that up. I think we're just going to have to smile, nod, and sigh at the fact that that's just the way it is for those. And I should stop putting things away. It also made me really, really, like, going to that exhibit really made me wish that I had a console at that point in time. It was one of the things that made me very resolute in to get a console. Although the console I ended up getting was a Nintendo Switch, but I mean, it sort of counts. It's a little handheld console, but it works. Okay. So now I'm thinking we don't really want to repeat that pattern, but something similar. So if we bring it in and then we do the walls like this. What is the recommended amount of dedicated? I don't understand. I was wondering. Okay. I do not know this meme. I need to be more hip to the jive. I cannot follow this one. Okay, I'm thinking like this. No. I think we go up one more. Like, that's definitely the sad part about being old, is the fact that it's so much harder to follow I want to say young people speak nowadays. Hi, just the best. How you going? That being said, I don't think I was ever particularly good at following people talking. The stream's going well. What we're doing is we are making some pillars to go on the corners going in. So they're being pretty fancy. And then I'm thinking we go a little bit of this. And basically, this should cover it, right? I'm having a good day tomorrow. I mean, that's the bright side about New Zealand, is the fact that I always exist in Tomorrowland. Okay, and so in theory, this should be covered. I think we made it too skinny up the top. Yeah, like, it's the good thing. I go time traveling every day. So I get to tell everyone what the future's like. But then again, nobody can tell me if I'm lying or not, because I can be like, yeah, the future's amazing. Never mind the fact that the rats have turned... Yes, I'm also upside down too. Me and the Aussies. Boop. Okay, if we go like this. We're going to need to put a torch here. I have... We did a dumb. I'm looking at this and we did a dumb. Actually, if we pick up this torch and we just situate it a little bit higher. Here we go. Problem solved. Huh? Second problem. We humbly sacrifice you, scaffolding. May you be lost to the abyss of all time. Farewell. Hi, mate. How you going? Okay, maybe if we go... Three? Actually, if we go... That one becomes a wall. Oh, I mean... Math is a way that we build buildings. That is its useful function. Math is also a way that we communicate with each other on numbers and things like that. So, but for a lot of things outside, like for a lot of people, math doesn't have a larger function outside of supermarket math, which is like addition, subtraction, multiplication. And from there, by the way, don't take what I'm saying as gospel. I have as much frustration as you guys with math. Math is, well, one block out. But I also believe that tempering... Oh, awesome! I hope it's a good experience. Like, I think that going and dealing with math and stuff like that, for some people it's useful. It's like I'm thinking of the really high-end math, by quadratic equations and physics stuff. Like, it has its place in the world, and it's really super useful for them. But for us everyday Joes, it doesn't come in super useful all the time. No problem. See you next time. That being said, I think it's also useful to learn as much as you can, because of the fact that when you go and you learn, it forges new pathways in your brain, and it helps your brain be more plastic. It helps reinforce neuroplasticity. That's the word. And if you are helping reinforce neuroplasticity in your brain, it helps you keep learning. So basically, learning to learn helps you learn, if that makes sense. And by doing that, we need more walls. It keeps your brain questioning things and stuff like that, if that makes sense. So, yeah. And I know for some people it's not easy to do that sort of thing, because it can be frustrating or tiring, or insert other thing there, but it's something, if you can do, I encourage, because you're actually able to end up questioning a lot of things in the world and learning things. Like, you might discover that you really like, I don't know, neuroscience. Or you might really discover you really like fashion because you ended up watching a sewing video. Or a history of sewing video. Or a medieval video on how clothes were made in the 17th century. Or something like that. And the art of being able to discover things is so awesome. And being able to go and not stop doing that is epic. Like, everyone who's able to do that is just top tier people, I think. Almost everyone. Like, hi EL, welcome. So what we're doing here, EL, we finished the pillars. So now we're on to the next step, which is actually merging them in with everything else. And this is our great library hall, which connects to the rest of our castle. Yeah. So what we need is some cherry wood, some bone, and I'm thinking we grab some endstone. We better have some. Okay, we need to grab some more cherry wood. And the bright side is we at least have the endstone slabs. And what happens is this is the castle of the Wheaton Empire. So, and I like to build from the inside out on large builds. So eventually we'll be putting the shell of the castle around this. Here we have the Sun Throne Room. And on the other side we have the Moon Throne Room. And this is the shrine to the Sun and Moon. Oh, awesome! Like, it's always good to hear people like trying to improve, or because not necessarily about being a good or bad builder. It's about trying to improve, I think. Oh, no, we need this. Because, like, I myself am not a very good PvPer. And I'm also not a very good at parkour. So, go you. Hi, 13. How are you going? Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so we have... I think now we've got everything. I think we'll probably run into something. Minecraft is cool. I haven't actually ever tried Fortnite because, like, I see them going with the whole... I've seen clips and I am incredibly impressed with how people go and build things. I'd watch a book, but I'm live. And boop. Okay. And, like, I think seeing how they managed to do that sort of thing with Fortnite and, like, the reaction times is really cool. But I don't think it's something I'll ever really be super interested in. Oh, thank you! I made my VTuber myself. Oh, boop. Okay. I think we'll sneak some bone up behind here. We just go like this. Thank you! Yeah. Like, all the textures are custom. Like, texturing, I'm pretty confident in. But actual 3D modeling, because this is a Vroid model, so I was able to do the base stuff with Vroid and then come in and do all the stuff afterwards. Oh, speaking of which, I gotta get on to making my Halloween costume. Like, I'm really excited for that, to be perfectly honest. Because, like, Halloween isn't... Oh, this one? This is scaffolding. I have a... Well, I really like cosplay, but, yeah. Oh, yes, this is bone block. It was... I think it was released in 1.60? And this is scaffolding. I've got a different resource pack on it because normally it looks like this. But I find when I walk through a lot of it, it gets very visually disturbing and I don't like it. Also, the glass has got a resource pack on it so it looks nicer. There we go. I find that because Halloween's coming up, it's the perfect opportunity to go and dress up. But of course, I'm digital, so it's like, oh, I can make a digital dress up. And I think we'll slip in some casual, not bone blocks, but some of this. So it just blends in. And that way it doesn't look so much like it's... We need a stair just over there. Like, Halloween's not really celebrated over here either. It's like when I was young, you'd have some parents taking their kids out, but I just want an opportunity to dress up, really. Oh, neat. How'd you know it's cool? And like, it's a good combination between like achievable cosplay and like still being iconic, if that makes sense. Yeah, anime's cool. And Demon Slayer had some amazing animation. I don't actually know how to make those. We made, like, I think paper claws were the thing in my school. You'd make paper claws, you'd put them on your hands and then chase everyone around. Okay, I think we have our towers complete. Looking good. And so, I think if we go and balloon up here, so it's mirroring the door. Because, oh, actually, new idea. Let's go another layer of cherry wood and bring this out one so it's got that 3D feel to it. So it's mirroring this. I think that'll be good. And then that'll mirror that, and then that is drawing your eye to this little itty bitty door. I think that's probably gonna be the good idea. Yeah, because that's what we want. We like eye appealing, and these doors are very not so eye catching as well. So we need to give them all the help they can. And also, for everyone who's just tuning in, the theme of the day is creepers spotted if you want to put your name in the book. So what that means is if you spot a creeper, yes, you need to spot 3 creepers if you want your name in the book 3 times. Oh, Koro-sensei! Oh, Assassination Classroom was cool. Although, I gotta say, I was really hoping all the way through that manga that they'd find a different way. Hi, Super Minecrafter. Yes, I do remember you. I remember almost everyone that comes through chat. Bum, bum. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh yeah, that looks way better. We got that nice funneling effect going on. Yeah, I'm there for this. And also, because we're trying to spot creepers today, I'm trying very hard not to go to sleep. So maybe next time we'll have a time slept. And see how well I do on that. So we got that. Now I think what we'll do is we'll go with one of these. And we'll just put in a little bit of that and then just fade into just plain brick. I think it'll be good. Oh, if you want to read manga, then I recommend, like, if you want to read manga legally, I should say, I recommend using the Shonen Jump app. I said I was going to blend this into full brick, but then I didn't, but I kind of like it. Also, if you want a series that is good but never got turned into, oh yeah, have fun. Never got turned into an anime, I recommend Birdman. It's kind of like this superpower, supernatural type anime. Oh yeah, good point. Good point. Go do what you feel is right in reading anime. Reading manga. Yep. Yep, that's my recommendation. Go do what you feel is right. Yep. Okay. What? No. Okay, so if we're blending this in, I think we'll do something like that. Keep chatting English. I will neither agree or disagree with that. Okay, what did we get? 1, 2, 3. We got 1, 2, 3. And then we go down a little bit. And then a one about here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we can consider all the way up to... Hi, welcome. Here. And I figure what we'll do here... Now it's the point where we actually start bringing out a whole bunch of bookshelves. And we make a feature wall. We want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So, anything from here just goes straight up. Do we still have a crafting tab? Yes, we do. Aha! And then a bit of this. And a bit of that. Bam. Yes, yes. So I beat the enderdragon for the first time 2 years ago. And yeah, absolutely. And with that, because what happened was me and a friend bet each other that we made up a goals list, and it was a list of things that we hadn't done in our 10 years of playing Minecraft. And on that list was beat the enderdragon by ourselves. So we've beat the wither as well. Where's the beacon at? Yep, there we go. One thing, the two ways that I've found that are my easiest way of beating the wither has been either trapping it under the end portal or going and digging a tunnel and fighting the wither there. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Perfect. I think that's the bookshelf area for there that we're going to use. And instead of having the wither out and about in the open, just fighting it in a kept area. Ooh, that sounds like that almost sounds fun. And I think what we'll do is we'll do something like this, except I don't think we have the orange right now, so we'll do it in reverse. And we'll use orange sandstone backwards. Not backwards. There we go. Because we're using it as a sort of shadowing block. Oh wait, no, we need to push all these one block back because we want these against the wall. Okay. That's not correct. Okay, go like that. We go like that. There we go. So let's make sure that everything's in the correct alignment where we need it at all times. Because if you have the wither in a tunnel, it means that the wither can't fly around and you can duck into the tunnel. Oh. Half walls? I'm trying to figure out how you use half walls. Because hey, that's not really clicking in my brain. Would they be just little itty bitty thing? No, that is not correct. That needs to be on top of there. There we go. Oh, thank you. I do try. Minecraft is my favorite game of choice. Although, speaking of game of choice, I've been playing Solitaire for a good long while, and because Solitaire comes bundled up with Microsoft, right? And basically, once you get to a certain point... Oh, so the day thing in the counter is how long I've been alive in this world, because this is hardcore mode. And at day 1000, I did a fireworks celebration. And so I was like, oh yeah, let's go ahead and have a fireworks celebration and we'll make sure that everything's organized and etc, etc. Except I left it way too late and was really pushing it. Sarah, do you have anything good to sell? If not, please leave. Yeah, it didn't go well. There is a short on my channel of the fireworks I was able to salvage. Oh, bother. Because I ended up not doing the redstone right. And, well, it was a failure on multiple counts, which was really disappointing. Oh, this is not my house. This is not my house. This is not my base. My base is actually not this. Yes, this is lore. So, the lore of this is the castle of the Wheaton Empire. And the Wheaton Empire is one of the last what do you call it? A civilization, that's the word, that remains from that sprung from a civilization that was destroyed in a major earthquake, and they lost their magic, and with it they built their structures around the remains of the old civilization, these structures. So if you see any of these structures, you know it's from the ancient civilization that had magic, because they're not actually able to remove these. And this is some of the downtown of the Wheaton Empire. Yes, the glass moon. Oh, the other glass moon. Yes. So the Wheaton Empire worships the sun and the moon, and so much so that they have a sun throne room and they have a moon throne room, and they believe in the balance of things. Speaking of which, I think I found out where the creeper or the skeleton or whatever was spawning. It was somewhere just over there. But yes, this is their beliefs. I like Pokemon in a very casual sort of way. I watched the first couple of seasons of Pokemon when it came out, but I'm not an active watcher. Although, watching Pokemon, like the last couple of episodes of Pokemon where Ash is leaving, is on my to-do list. This is my starter base. This is my actual starter base. And this is where everything started. We have the enchanting area, the bed, the potato general-in-chief. Ooh. Well, I don't have a favorite Pokemon type, but my favorite Pokemon is Ninetales, followed closely by Rapidash. And this is the, well, it's the mob casino. Speaking of which, we do not need this. Time to duel. Did I get that right? And this has been taken over by the poisoned potatoes. And this was our first big project. And in it, well, you can probably hear. Yes, yes. So that is the most intact structure of the ancient civilization that is around here. So everything else is and it has been taken over by the poisoned potatoes and turned into a mob casino. For what nefarious reasons? Well, we're just going to have to find out in due time. So, on to books. Oh, speaking of which, I have forgotten about these for so long. I've had them in my inventory and they've been waiting. Because I've been looking for I had been looking for these off stream for quite a while, And when I found them, I put them in a special chest and I was like, we're going to open them and have them open on stream and it'll be awesome. And then I kept forgetting and they've been sitting there for weeks. But now I have remembered. Oh my goodness. So I'm thinking we let them loose down here so they can wander around. All we'll need to do is put a little bit of fence across the golden wheat tunnel. And that should be enough to keep them in, right? Yeah. The ancient civilization knew how to build. These guys, they're stuck at medieval civilization. Because basically they had a big technology downgrade. Versus the Potato Republic, who we haven't built yet, is the ones that kept the knowledge of how to actually do magic. So, long term, when we find that the Potato Republic are invading, there's going to be some interesting things going down. We go like this. We should be able... No problems. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. And we will come back to those. Or in quite some time. Although it would probably be a good idea if we put like a loop around them, so a safety loop perhaps, but that is probably, yeah, it'll take I think 20 minutes. I know of them. I don't actively watch Film Theory or any of the rest, but I have a friend who sends me stuff from them from time to time and it's like, yes, have you seen this? And I'm like, oh boy, what is it now? Oh, because like I find some of the stuff very, very interesting, but some of the other stuff I find a bit far-fetched, and it's not super my ballpark, because although I enjoy looking into stuff in that realm, I find that I prefer to use my brain cells on other things, or if it is a theory, then concocting my own theories is just a bit more fun for me. That being said, is there an interesting theory that they've come up with? Because if there is, I will absolutely go and watch it. Oop. Doop, doop. Wait, did we miss some bricks? Did we... How did this happen? How did we go from enough to a little bit short? This logic does not logic. Okay. Oh, I do have a texture pack. Skull houses are interesting. I suppose you'd call it custom built. Like it's built up from pieces from Vanilla Tweaks. Not the mod Vanilla Tweaks. Vanilla Tweaks, the website. Keep that information off chat, EL. that sort of stuff does not belong in chat. Same with IRL ages and where you live. Like, none of that, okay? It's just internet safety. And I just build up. I built it up from my own personal preferences. Like, I prefer my glass to have no borders around it. Wait, why is my pickaxe in there? That should not be in there. There we go. Okay, so if we grab some... We do not have the thing that we need. Okay. But we've got that all jutting out. So now we can go ahead. We'll fix up this later because we want this to just blend in. And if we go ahead, Actually, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking if we go with some more cherry wood. I was not expecting to use all the cherry wood today. Nope. Okay. Can we? Yep. Okay, that's awesome. And then we'll go ahead and we'll put something fun in the background. Do, do, do. Yeah, I think the main things is making sure that my glass has no lines around the outside. I think I've got... I can't think of anything else. Not really. Oh, I have coloration on my pumpkin stems. Actually, if we extend this, that'll be good because that will connect to there, and that's awesome. There we go. And oh, my grass. I like having the lower sides look good and just having that green go down. Of course, I have that in the nether and everywhere, so it can make finding powdered snow tricky compared to most other places because my snow sides are low as well. So sometimes I might walk into some powdered snow and be like, oh, this is a bit of an oops. But it is what it is. It's the sacrifices we make for art. I'm glad you're enjoying. We need that. And I think we've got some more. Yes. We shall take it all. Do do do. But also in this village here, all of the buildings have, well, almost all of the buildings. The village is designed to be full of little redstone devices. So we've got a cactus farm, we've got a we want this to be about here because this door is supposed to be 3 blocks wide, but it turned out not to be. We're just gonna fix that, and then we'll need to fix this door over here. Just tootle along here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. But we have a cactus farm, dripstone farm, beeswax, and a bunch of flower farms, just to really help with life, the universe, and everything. Because I find if you have some passive farms in an area where you work, it makes life so much easier. Even if you're not technical. And it can be well worth the pain of setting them up. That being said, I've never been one for making tree farms before, and this is the first world where I've made a tree farm. And I ended up making Iron XO4's tree farm, and it's been good to use. Although the big lines of trees would probably say otherwise. Okay, so I'm thinking we'll do something fancy here. We'll copy this over here so that we get the same vibe. And hopefully, this should be good. Okay. Yeah, and if we come down with some... I don't really want to put... I don't really want to put this. No, that's the wrong block. This? Yeah, and have the orange. Because we've got a lot of orange right in this section. So if we put the orange over here, I think that'll be good. Ah. So I'm thinking we might go with Insto. Much appreciated. My whole goal with this is to, well, one, improve as a builder, but also give you guys the best experience. So if there's something you guys want to ask about or anything like that, like building wise, it's part of what it's about. Wait, does something like this work? Can we still access the book? Okay. So we can sort of access these bookshelves if we have a thing there. I kind of like it. So we can play around with that. And the thing is, like, I've been practicing, like, building has been the thing I've min-maxed into for 10 years. Because I haven't really investigated PvP or anything like that. So building has been my main thing. And I enjoy it a lot. It probably shows. And I enjoy it. And I enjoy sharing it too. I think if we go grab some endstone. Speaking of which, oh, actually, if we go grab some more of that, pack that through the stone cutter. Pack it all through the stone cutter. Why not? And we go a mixture of figuring out where the middle is on this. I think it's here. We go with a middle chunk. And then we come out one. We need a torch. We probably need several. but that's okay. I think we've got some. In here? Nope. Here. I think we need to name our shulkers. Nope, okay. Because if we, the whole plan is we do not want moaning walls. If we have moaning walls, then we're doing something wrong. Is there anything else we need? I don't think so. Okay. Okay. Ba-da-ba-da. Like. There we go. Because one of the things is we want that golden yellowy hay. I want to say hay bale color. So if we put down a hay bale in this place, we go, oh yeah, this matches. That's the general idea for this. Same for most of the Wheaton Empire. We want to be able to have that general feel of, yeah, this color matches this item that we've put down here. So being able to have this golden bright color is a good thing. But also we're running the tightrope of having it not be too overpowering, because if it's too overpowering, we'll run into the problem of having it just be like pow and be too much. Okay. Ooh. Hopefully. I just realized something. I think we did these at the wrong depth. Up the side, look. Yep, we did them at the wrong depth. Okay. We can fix this. Perfect. It's fine. There we go. Okay. It's fine. It's dandy. So we'll be able, if we come through with a bit of this and just fancy it up, and it'd probably be good if we swap out these bottom bits with some cherry wood so we don't have the logs showing. Where did that even go? Because if we swap them out, then it's just that little extra detail. One, two, three, four. Yes. And you can see how that, compared to this middle bit, really looks. And that's the important part is, like, for me, you can stop at any point where you're like, yeah, I'm proud of this. And that's the bit. The line between frustration versus being proud of something, I think, is the important line to always be aware of. Because if you keep pushing until you're frustrated in a build, then it's not worth continuing. But if you can push a little bit more and be extra proud of yourself, then it's worth continuing. That's my general philosophy Because if you're able to push a little more and come back and be like, wow, I made that so much better than 6 months ago or something else. It's like, wow. And the same is true for a lot of things, like running, or if you like to lift weights or anything like that. Kind of want to leave this bland and then put some reading nooks in here, in these corners. So we'll just go ahead and get some... What is it? We need some of this. Just tidy this up. And we'll put some more of this in. So that we can't slip behind here. We'll just add a desk and a chair and something like that. Because stuff like that to liven it up. And also put our lanterns on, because trying to light this place, not so great. Because this is what it looks like without night vision on. And if we remove these, it instantly gets a whole lot darker. And we don't want creepers in here. And that, if we have creepers in here, we are in trouble. Of course, that does mean that the creeper spotting squad will get their names in their book, but that's another thing. Another issue. We need blackstone. I think the closest blackstone we have is back at the chests again. Oh, the stream's going well. We have... I'm always so suspicious of that ledge, because I've had a few creepers actually spawn on that ledge, funnily enough. But we've almost finished decorating the hall, so we'll be able to move on to one of the throne rooms next. And we need... stone, that's what we need. And we got some... yeah, we're almost... oh no, we have the upper layer to do. That's what I'm forgetting. But I kind of want to leave the upper layer mostly tidy, black, something like that. Oh, actually, if we grab some... no, birch is over there. I was busy thinking, oh yeah, while we're here, we grab some birch, we be efficient, yada yada. But no, I've been extra fancy because our birch is over here, in that shadowed spot where it doesn't exist. Also, we hatched sniffers. Oh, look at you! I need a screenshot. Oh, you are adorable. You are very, very adorable. Like, I was disappointed in the mob vote, but now I'm okay with it. These things are cute. Wait, okay, maybe we do need a pin for these guys, because these guys are wandering. These guys are hardcore wandering. Please don't continue to... yeah, okay. Change your plans. Let's make a pin for these guys. Just a real quick pin that they won't wander away from. So we don't end up with little lost sniffers. Just a temporary one. And we can come back and make it a pretty pin at a later date. Oh, I will feel so responsible and terrible if we lose our only 2 sniffers. yes, that's it. Good sniffer boy. Oh, so adorable. Okay, just you. Oh. Mwah. Ciao. Okay. Oh, we need that. That is pure adorableness, and we need it in our lives. Ah. All hail the many traders who give us their leads. Okay, although granted, we do have better options with the village, the traders, because of the fact that we can get mini blocks from the traders. So that. Oh, that's adorable. Wait, can you do that again, buddy? It's like a caterpillar going at super speed. Oh, I'm sorry. I won't do it. Come on. Oh, it's so Come on, you can do it. You just come on. Up you go. Oh, yes, there you go. Good sniffer. You can do it. Yeah. Oh. We have sniffers. Oh. That's so I don't know what we have done to deserve sniffers, but I'm so glad we've done it. Okay, Blackstone time. Oh. Bum, bum, bum. We don't need to do that, but yes, okay. Perfect. Wait, no, not perfect. Dum, dum, dum. There we go. Oop. Now we need cherry wood, right? Yeah. Actually, I think I have a sneaking... What are we looking at? I have a sneaking suspicion that we're actually going to need more cherry wood again. Well, that is a future problem. No, I can't actually say that's a future problem today. Like normally, oh yes, that is future me's problem, but no, today that is a now me's problem because I turned it all into planks. Okay. Yeah, okay. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to be putting like a little desk in here so we can put this lantern on it. And then I'm thinking we go with probably some seats. So some stairs maybe? And maybe some potted flowers? Oh, actually, we could go with grabbing a pot, an actual, they are the big pots, these ones, and adding some big decorations on top or some plants. We're bringing this motif back inside, and I think that'll be good. Because having repeating motifs, I think, is a good thing. Because it sort of brings the whole idea back into a whole overall. And we do not have any more. There was a reason why we were at the thing. We needed to get cherry wood. We just didn't realize we needed to get cherry wood. We just messed it up a little bit. Oh well. This is why we have elytra. We can look cool while flying through the air. Do-do-do-do-do-do. And the bright side is we actually have a lot of cherry wood. Cherry wood. These guys, cherry wood drops is so many. What are they called? Saplings? It is downright impressive. Like, if I was going to be running a farm that was giving me wood, or even a self-perpetuating wood farm, I would run it off saplings from this thing. It probably wouldn't work, but that's what I would use, because they seems to drop so many saplings compared to everything else. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Oh well. Oop. Yeah, where's it? There we go. Okay, so now we have the two areas where we can do the thing. And okay, desk time. In theory, I'd love to use acacia wood, but in practice, it gives us basically a lots of lines, which is not really useful. So what we're going to use is spruce wood. And what we'll do is go ahead and we just put that back the same way it was before. There we go. Much better. And what we'll do is we'll go and we'll just use that as the furnishings. We could have gotten spruce wood while we were over at the inventory. Oh well. There's nothing like getting a good exercise in flying. It's perfect for this time of year, where the spring is springing, and the wind is flying, and the water is nice and cool. Everyone likes multiple trips backwards and forth. It's perfect. Save me. Oh well, never mind. Let's just grab a little bit while we're at this and shulker box to stick things in. Is there anything else that we need? Maybe if we grab some dark oak just in case, and we've also used some dark oak signs in other places in the city. So, oh, and we were talking about pots earlier, so we've got a couple of those and some bricks. There we go. So that is all the supplies that I think we might need. I'm staring at this and I'm like, is there anything else? Is there some lanterns? Maybe. Maybe. There we go. Okay. There we go. Paranoia. I wish you would kick in right now and tell me, out in the ether, is there anything else we need for this build? Speak now or forever. Maybe hold your peace. I doubt you will, but that's okay. Yeah, no, nothing's coming. We will I mean, it's almost becoming tradition at this point to go ahead and just do multiple trips backwards and forth. So I guess it's kind of okay. Yes. Welcome back. Okay, if we go like this, and then we get like this. So we got a nice table type situation. The only thing is, lanterns, if I remember correctly, won't sit on this. Bye! So what we're doing is we're doing some general decoration of the area. Wait, can we put this? Oh! Wait. I like that. So we're decorating a hall. And this is a mixture between a hall and a library. And the main areas that we need to decorate now are these little nooks. I'm kind of thinking what we'll do is we'll actually remove this area, remove that, just turn on some night vision for now. And we'll go pot here and then do that again because that was, I like this. Looks really cool and we need to remember this for later. And if we go not there, let's think about trapdoor placement. We go like that. I think that's good because that gives us like a little reading nook type thing, and we can put a normal couple of bookshelves in here. Like the normal what are they called? You know, bookshelves. Speaking of which, it would probably be good if we swapped some of these out so that it doesn't feel so empty. And then over on this side, because now, did we remove that lantern? If we double check, yeah, we got the light. Because the thing is, at the moment, wait, can we remove this? Yes. So this is dim, but it's fine. We remove this, this area is dark. I appreciate that. So we're going to need something that'll light this area up. Actually, I think we'll use the pot trick again. But do we have any leaves with us? Hey, I am here for this. This is a vibe and I love it. Because I think if we put some leaves on top of it, it might look like a topiary and it'll be able to hide the light. Or we might be able to maybe go ahead and Speaking of which, because if we grab some leaves, they'll need to be azalea leaves so we can have the bright green, which we have, and yet we're back to the sorting system again, but that's okay. At this point, I think we should just sort of give in to the inevitable that the sorting system is an integral part of our lives. We appreciate it, and that's just how it is. Here we go. And if we go with flowering, I'm really enjoying how the build's turning out. I know that it's like the castle is turning into a long-term project, but I'm enjoying it. And I think once we do the hall, I'm going to work on at least these front areas so that we can have a what's it called? A front facade, so that when we walk up, it'll actually look like a castle rather than a collection of rooms that are strung together. Okay, in theory, we should be able to pop with some leaves on top like this. And then if we remove the lantern, and then okay. That did not work as planned. However, I'm looking at it. I like the general idea. I'm not liking the effect. Because if we go like this, that looks real. If we go like this, it looks really cool. Welcome back, Just the Best. So, we have the bookshelves. We have a really cool little nook. We also have a flower pot, which is the source of our conundrum right now. Oh, actually, what we could do, because this area needs lighting up because it is quite dark. I was just thinking what we could do is if we remove this in the flower pot and then we put a frog light underneath. Frog light. That lights up the area. It's not really seen. Or we could put frog lights under here. Like so. No probs. See ya. Thanks for coming by. And if we use that, then we're able to and if we grab the pot, then we can still have our pretty leaves, right? I hope this makes sense. 1, 2. Aha! There we go! Decorations! And light. Which means we'll also need to do the same on this side. We have frog lights? Yes, we do. This is good. 2, 3. No problems. Thanks for coming. Bam. And if, on one hand, I'd like to keep the plant, but on the other hand, having decorations be non-symmetrical is a good idea because it's something that gives interest to the room and stops it from feeling very robotic and clinical. Okay, so that being said, I'd love to keep the what's it called? The pot idea over here with the bookshelf. Like that I like. So I think we'll keep doing that. Grab one of those and we'll just move it around a little bit so that it's not feeling exactly the same. Oop. And I find when doing these kinds of decorations and stuff, they're the things that take the longest because of the fact that you're fiddling around with little stuff and it's really fluffy. Like, you can find that you spend hours on tiny little details that you find you may not ever end up directly looking at. But there's stuff that make you happy in the long run. Here we go. And I think if it makes you happy in the long run, then it's worth it. Wait, we have an extra shulker box. Why am I worried about this? Perfect. Okay. I'm quite happy with this. I think we get to move to at the very least, a different area. For like a brain break, so we can see something else. And I think I'll come by later and do the underside of the stairs. Oh wait, how dark is this? There. Okay, that's not good. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, I'm happy with that. So, as we go up, our next step is either the sun or the moon. And I'm thinking we'll actually go with the moon, because it kind of needs lighting up. Because at this point, if we go like this, so we can... Ha 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 ha! That is a creeper! Where did you spawn? Did you spawn just like right there or something? This is exactly what I was saying about there being a spawning problem in this build. Like, I know this guy, he can't see me. But there is a light level problem in here. Ooh. Okay, so I'm thinking what we'll do to fix the light level problem that seems to exist in this place. That we go ahead and we have some shroom lights near the bottom here that are shining down, because I think it's around this area and around over here and around somewhere over here that we have a problem. A creeper shaped problem. Ha ha ha. Like, I know this guy can't see me through the glass. There is a lot of glass between me and this guy, but it's still a creeper. So, what we'll do, I think we'll work on the outside of the build and then we'll work in. So, we need some sandstone. And creepers. Always a good way to really shake up the brain. Not alone. Wait, let's cut sandstone. Hey, how are you guys going? Oh, so pretty. Please don't get yourselves caught on anything under there. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, here we go. Let's get that smelting. And then, boom, 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 boom. Okay. So, I think what we'll do is we'll go with sort of we'll use that as a base. And on the outside, we don't want it really super showing. So we're going to need to cover it. And if we go 1, 2, if we go 1, 2, 3, and that leaves us with 4, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Why is that 5? Oh, I'm not counting the corner. There we go. Now we've got the right amounts in the right places. Okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to be putting, I think we'll go with in stone going up, and then we'll put some bone blocks in the middle, and I think that'll be good. That. That. Because basically, I think having the black hidden from everywhere except the inside is a good idea. And if we do it that way, then we can go ahead and we can have it look like you're walking into a night sky, or at least a night time. And it should work. I think it should work. I think we should be good. And then I think what we'll do with the sandstone is we'll do it mostly in smooth sandstone, and we'll have just edges of normal sandstone poking through. There are some days I wish we had sandstone brick. Stone brick would be such a vibe, and I'd be there for it. How did you get here? Did you wait? Where is? Oh, that you probably came from the windows, didn't you? You probably just showed up without a license, without an interest. We're just like, hi, let me ditch this party. Here, party ruiner. Eh. Well, here. Let me remove your interest of being a party ruiner. Eh. Fine. Be like that. Okay. Two. And hopefully the main thing is having the same, making the castle feel cohesive. So we're going to have a roof that comes across, and the only area where you can see the sky is in the shrine versus everywhere else. And while we're going to have a flat topped roof, it's not going to be something where going to be a big feature to jump out on. Although it might be interesting to have some areas that have a very lightly sloped roof, and that might be good, because if we do it that way, then it gives a bit of a visual difference. And on larger builds, having areas where you have different shapes and roofs and walls and things like that, it can lead for having much more interesting build overall, I think, because you end up spending a lot more time with your eye roving over the build, and as long as it doesn't end up feeling like a mishmash of uncohesive stuff, then it's a net positive overall. Wait, did we run? Yep, we ran out. Okay, let's see how this stuff is going. Wait, how do we make sniffers do the sniffing thing? Are they big? Yeah. Oh, what do you you too. Hi. I swear, I feel like I'm treating them like pets. I mean, they're really cute. They're really, really cute. I'm gonna have to do research on sniffers and see how you actually play around with them. Like, if there's like special techniques to get the really cool flowers from them. Okay. I'm thinking we'll go ahead and just knock these bricks out rather than worrying about anything. Because I think doing that will be better than just going and getting torches and stuff like that. Oh, there we go. With that, we want it, we got it. We'll get a block for under there later. It's fine. We don't need to worry about it. Some of that. So we're just making it so that this is just edging in on occasion. And making it feel like it's kind of a... what's the word? Solidifying block? Or apparently we just fall down and it's fine. It's fine. It's dandy. Which one of these has our stuff in it? There we go. Rain, do your thing, please. I mean, it would probably make more sense if we'd actually set up in a plains or something so we could take advantage of the rain on a more regular basis rather than the savannah, but I think it's kind of fun. It's like having a trident. Tridents are best. I don't think anyone can tell me otherwise on this matter. Oop, there we go. Perfect. Wait, where did you come from? Okay, I'm really looking forward to actually having some sort of light control in there. Therefore, we won't actually have this problem of things just showing up randomly. Although, we could say, just go ahead and say that they're... what's the word? They're wanting to meet with the moon throne? Maybe that's what they're doing. They're just chilling and wanting to meet with the moon throne. Just casual. There we go. And like, I think doing... So this should give us what we want. And I think what we'll do is we'll also come through and make something a bit nice around the edges as well so that everything flows nicely. Here we go. Yeah. Because everything's about the vibes. We gotta have the nice vibes. And when you... like, I think when you have the nice vibes, everything sort of flows on afterwards. And it makes life a lot easier when you're building. Or doing anything really, because if you're able to make things just sort of We gotta get rid of that guy eventually. You're able to make things just sort of flow or flex. It works out really well long term. Did we get rid of the rest of this? We did not. Okay. We're going to do some emergency operation here. Just casual like this and then like that. Perfect. Nobody will ever know. 1, 2. One of those. It'll make life a lot more fun, I think. Oop. That. What? Oh, right. Here we go. Perfect. You know, one day I'm pretty sure I'll fall off something and then, or I'll just jump off something and then that'll be the end of the fall damage. I mean, judging fall damage, I'm pretty sure it's an art form rather than anything else. It's just like, yes, we jump. Because you can fly! You really can't. It's like gliding style. But it really feels like falling sometimes. No, I mean flying. It really feels like flying. Okay, there we go. So that helps the framing of everything. And once we get some sides, I think we should be good. Yes, hi to you too, sir. How are you going? So I'm thinking we'll go a mix, like in the middle, we'll go a mixture of... Oh! Where did you come from? Okay. Okay. Still burning. Not burning. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. What else is happening up there? So we saw that creeper. Oh, you're there? Okay. But, okay, so I think we need to come through here with some glow lichen and just patch up the place. Put some pretty patches around the area, because this is perfect spawning height, and yeah, that really taught us something. Okay, that's a good note to have. We shall remember this. Going down in history. There we go. Okay. I think we'll come through here with this. Yes. Yes, yes, this is good. Okay. I think should be able to do the other side. Yes. Aha. Boop. Down. Aha. There we go. Perfect. We should be able to fill this all. Ah. The skills are not real. Okay. The theory was there, the practice was not. There we go. So now we should be able to just connect these all up and have sort of like an entranceway that is sunken in a little bit and has that whole dark throne room vibe. That is looking pretty cool. I'm here for this. I like it. This is good. Let's fix up that block before we forget about it, because otherwise it's just going to be staring us in the face and it's not so amazing. There we go. Lovely. I'm watching you, skeleton. I got my eyes on you, skeleton. There we go. Okay. Now I think... What else are we missing? Got that outside. I think if we copy this outside onto the other throne room... We're pressing the wrong buttons. I think that'd be a good idea, because then it feels like it's... like they're two halves of the same pair. Rather than, oh yeah, they're similar, but are they really the same thing? Type thing? So we'll get our materials back and probably pick up some more smooth stone. There we go. Okay. So the main thing is, because this outside exterior is something that we can decorate more later, but we don't need to decorate now. It can be like left a little bit more plain. And also, in leaving it plain, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, perfect. It gives our eye a blander side versus a more fancy side, which is what we want. Because if we look at it, we've got a lot on one side, and being able to, although there is a lot of pattern, having that whole instance of, oh yes, we have lots, and then, oh, okay, this is giving my brain an area to relax and letting us explore more. It makes it a whole lot easier. And doing stuff like that, it's good. At least in general, because like sometimes it can go too far one way or the other, and it can be a bit troublesome, but it's a general rule of thumb I like to follow, because if you do it that way, it can give you a lot of leeway. It's kind of a rule I ended up adapting from painting, where painting or photography, depending on how you look at it, because in painting, the goal is generally to lead the subject's, the viewer's eye around the canvas and gradually sweep over most of it, if not all. At least in general art culture and traditional media. With photography, you have a place that you usually want to point your viewer towards. Usually. And if you know the rules, then you're able to break the rules. So for some artists, they know the way the human brain works for stuff, and then they're able to go and break those rules and get some really amazing shot. But they do it in a way that still looks really good. Versus sometimes you get a photograph and you're like, oh, why doesn't this look good? And you don't understand why, because like the picture is like, you look at it and it's just meh. And that might be because there's this thing in the background that you didn't even realize was there until later. And it turns out that that's drawing your eye away. And it's the same thing in building. If you're looking around and you're like, hey, I see all of these lines and they're leading me this way, but there's actually this really random block tower, and it might be this vibrant green. This is not a vibrant green, but it might be a weird color and it might pull your eye away, and you might be like, oh, well, I really like it being there, but the rest of the build doesn't work around it. Then you can find other ways to make it work. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And it's things like that, like pulling from other areas of the creative, I want to say creative industry, but that's not really it. Creative, like sculpture or anything like that, is really cool because you're actually, there's a lot of cross skills or cross inspiration. Like the fact that there's some architects who are going into architecture now, and they are actually training on Minecraft. Hi, how are you going? It's good to see you. So what we're doing today, well, what we started today, or started on today, I suppose, was doing the hall for downstairs, and we finished that mostly. Actually, we can go down. So if I go like this, we have the hall. And we have some chandeliers we did the time before last. And then we have some... Yeah, I finished this. Well, mostly finished. Yeah. Well, what we did this time was this back bit, and then we did some details here. And we did these pillars. And then everything... what? Caps. Remember caps. Too many caps. But the feeling is appreciated to insanity. Yeah. Oh, Nightbot, why did you do that? But yeah. I think, like, there's a couple of... Oh, we missed a block. Oh, we missed the block. We don't have any cherry wood here. Oh, speaking of which, I don't think you were here last... I don't think the game was afoot the last time you were here. So, we have a game now. You'll see in the bottom of the stream that there is a book theme, and I have a book. So, if you spot the book... well, if you spot or see the thing happening, then... So, today is if you spot a creeper, then I will put your name in the book, and the book go in the library. So, yeah. And we will be filling the library slowly up with everyone who, yeah. If that, like, if that makes sense. Hold still. Yeah! I can barely believe it myself, because I originally put in the counter so that I wouldn't get caught out with the whole another milestone coming up, and then basically running short on it. But seeing that, I'm like, wow. Like, I think the thing is just chilling and relaxing and taking it easy. Because I found all my iron for my iron armor in shipwrecks. Same with a lot of my diamonds, actually. I found, like, just finding them that way was my main way. And then, like, worst, I think for me, is realizing I'm in an unwinnable situation. Like, there was this time when I was playing hardcore, and I was in a bamboo forest, and the sun was setting. I had no wool, no anything, and I was trying my best to get home. Yeah, exactly. And I couldn't get away because there was a creeper coming. And of course, with a bamboo forest, your options on actually going anywhere are really hard because you're as much trapped as a creeper, but with a creeper, they explode on line of sight, and bamboo doesn't really trap their line of sight. So the creeper blew up, and that was that. And uh-oh. Yeah. That's probably a wise idea. I think I need to get glow lichen on the tops of those beams. That's probably our next move. Because, oh boy. Oh, you spotted a creeper? Nice. 2XANITY. Wait, where was the creeper? Not in here. Okay, we're good. Oh! Okay, so... this is the book. And these are where the books are going. So 13 has been the most diligent in making sure that he finds things so far. And as we go ahead and grow, expand, like get to be more awesome. I'm not sure what exactly to put in there. We will end up doing various things with the book, but if you spot a creeper, then yeah, he does. I think that's all the glow lichen we got. School's important. School is very important. Okay, where's that creep? Do I get my name in the book for that? Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, let's get some glow lichen on those. Yeah, in Bedrock Edition. Oh, there are ways to break Bedrock in Java, but I think the only places I'm interested to... Oh yeah? Oh, that ain't great. That is not ideal at all. Okay, I think we're going to need to put like some here. That is not good for your phone. No. What? That almost sounds like the equivalent of pressing Alt F4. If we just... grab some more of this. Oh, yeah, that would do it. Like, there is... oh no, that doesn't make sense, because with blast resistance, I suppose it depends on the code, really. Because you'd just be changing the blast resistance to 0. And so you'd just be making an edit to the code? Yeah. Wait, it's not then. Okay. So now, I think if we place some of this mid-beam, that'll get most of the spawning area, right? It's the glow lichen that fell. Uh-huh. Perfect. Unbreakable is... Okay. Like, I see Unbreakable as... Of course it did. I see Unbreakable as something that you can't break in survival mode. Or at least not without glitches or funny setups. So to me, Bedrock is one of those things that is technically unbreakable. I'm going for creepers now. I'm just like, is there a creeper? Is there a creeper? I know it's daytime, but is there a creeper? Is one going to show up? Ah, there is just something special about creepers showing up and giving you the willies. One of those there, one of those there. There we go. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I think Bedrock in general has better performance. I also like Bedrock's shield knockback mechanics. However, I like the flexibility of Java. Yeah? What is? Yes, we can crouch through a 1.5 block high gap. It's very useful. It's great for catching villagers. Because you can go ahead and you can put in a villager in somewhere, and then you can put in a slab or whatever, and then boom. Oh, ooh. Okay, I think that is definitely a downside for Bedrock Edition. That is something they need to bring over to Java, from Java to you, because, oof, that sucks. Okay, and if we put some there, we need some more of that. I think having... Oh, it's only an experiment? Only an experiment? Jeez. I think having the general... I think having the experimental features is a nice thing. Because I think, if I remember correctly, for Java, we don't really have that. It's just snapshots and pre-releases? Like, I don't super follow that area, really. I mostly follow people who follow that area, so I can keep up to date that way. So it's a lot less of an interest to me, because my main focus, if I'm playing around with Java, is mods. It's like, I I like to sit back and enjoy the game when it is released and enjoy the surprises that come out, because it's like, wow, what's this thing? It's a sniffer. Oh, wow, how amazing. And it's really cool. Yeah. Wait, do we have any more? No, we do not. We need to check if someone's still smelting. Yep. And, like, I think it's kind of nice, the fact that they've got it separated like that. Like, it's the same for snapshots. They have snapshots separated so that if you're playing on a snapshot, you can't accidentally open up a previous world. Or if you... Or if you do try to open up a previous world, not going to... Or if you try to open up a previous world, like through shenanigans, it's not going to be accidental. I think it's the best way to describe that. Can we get one of those there? Yes, we can. Cool. Although I'm really looking forward to the day that we finally get bundles. Crafting. Okay, there we go. So. You deleted the world? But why? Okay. Like, I kind of feel that, because I'm busy trying to 100% Skyrim at the moment, and that's something... A hacker? Wait, is that something that you need to be worried about with Bedrock? Okay, that's weird. Like worrying, like, for me, the idea of... Oh, okay. I think the proper course of action there would be to change your passwords. Okay, so this is our next area that we need to start looking at. What we need to do is we need some contrast. And yes, this is the throne room for the moon throne. And the moon throne is going to sit in this area here. So we're going to have a pillar behind it, and then around we're going to have pillars that are stretching up, and they're going to all connect at the ceiling. And from there, it's all going to focus at the floor and then to the moon throne. So what we're going to do is we need more black stone, but that's a later problem. We have the smooth stone smelting, and then we also, hopefully, we have the sandstone. This is good. We're going to bring in some of the red sandstone. Oh, how are you going? Yeah, we're going to be connecting at this feeling. I love it. So, I figure we make this main pillar and then we base everything else around that. So, I figure we break out some... Oh, that would be really cool. It's been really gobsmacking, amazing, jaw-dropping. I don't know what other stuff to put in there. I think humbling would be the word to use, really. That people are finding watching this to be awesome and fun and worth their time, I think. We can't get walls out of that. And we need bones. And I'm really grateful that people enjoy it. And I really love doing this. So I'm thinking, oh no, we need to bring this back. We'll follow the window curve going up. And then once we get to the middle of the window, we'll just make it really sharp going up. Like this. Sort of like what we did with the bookshelves, but a little bit different. Three, can we get three? No, we cannot. Okay. Time to bust open a ceiling or two. Three. So that becomes our main. Swoopy shape. And we're going to match that on the other side. Hopefully. Wait, scaffolding! Scaffolding, scaffolding. Ender chest! Where have we put you? Oh, ender chest! Where art thou? How many did I have on Saturday? If it was before I posted my short, it was probably 270 something, or if it was after my short, it was 280 something. You're going super slow in Minecraft. I mean, going super slow in Minecraft is, I think, sometimes good because it lets you see the sides. That being said, I don't think I would like the idea of not having my elytra. Like, I find that now I've earned my elytra, I'm really grateful for the flexibility and mobility it gives me. But there is definitely a vibe that having elytra has. Oh, okay. So when you look up and you go up, let's do this with a large amount of scaffolding. So we'll just go to sleep. And oh no, we can do it here. Also, eyes peeled for mobs up on this area. So if we go and we stack up a whole bunch of scaffolding, it's probably enough. And then we turn off our resource pack. I was using the wrong resource pack. That's okay. So, for me, I find that this is a bit visually distracting and disturbing. And I don't think it's probably very good for you guys either, because like you're just getting this thing whacking you in the face every so often. And it's the same going down. It doesn't look that good. So switching the resource pack, have something that goes ahead and changes it to something that gives you a clear look at where you're going. You're not having something that hits you in the face. And Like, you can even do some cool stuff. Like, seeing this, it's kind of nice. I think it's much nicer than having the scaffolding. So, all of my resource packs are... What did you even attach yourself to, sir? My resource packs are all Vanilla Tweaks resource packs. So my glass, it's all... this one fixes the stitching on some of the weapons and stuff. So you'll notice my sword doesn't have that tiny little outline of ear in it. I also have wrapped in Vanilla Tweaks is because Vanilla Tweaks is a modular resource pack where you can go and pick out the stuff you want, and I have different colored stems for pumpkins and melons because I find it really hard to tell my stems apart. So I do that. Now we went with 2. I also have borderless glass, so we can get much cooler cloud effects because all hail clouds, we love them. Now we go 1, 2 there, and then 1, 2, 3. 2. Yeah. There's... Oh! I have done this wrong! I have done this wrong. Okay. So... let's just go down for a moment and see where we've messed up. Aha! There's the culprit. I think I've also got... Let me just think on this for a moment. Oh, my grass. You'll notice that the sides all go down. That's part of the resource pack too. Wait, not there? Here. Oh, on occasion I play on Hypixel, but just very, very casually. And if I'm playing any PvP or anything like that, not for very long. I'm not someone who plays PvP very happily. 1, 2, 3. Then here we go. Okay, but actually, I did like playing Wizards. Wizards was nice. But because like me and PvP are probably not the best match. Oh, I also like playing on MCCI. I particularly like playing Hole in the Wall. Oh, what is it? Is it Hole in the Wall? Get to the other side? No, Hole in the Wall. And I've tried playing Parkour Warrior, but I do not do a good job. I have not managed to finish the first course yet. So it does not work amazingly for me. But I mean, good luck. Like having things that work for you is good. That is words. Please work. Like, having places to play that work for you is good. Yeah. But we should be able to bring this up. Although I've never heard of Hyperlands. What's it like? If I may? No! My black stone! No, we need to still bring that one in. Now, that like that. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So we should be able... I'm thinking we'll just go with this width. And then we'll start adding a bright center up at the top so that it's still got a bright vibe because of the fact that we're wanting to keep the brightness in. Oh, Bed Wars is a lot of fun. For a while. As long as you can keep your head, like as long as you can keep you cool while playing, I think those kinds of games are a lot of fun. But as soon as you start getting aggro about it, it's like perhaps playing a different game is a better idea. Although that's probably my experience rather than most other people's experience. Nice! Oop. I mean, being able to destroy the opponent from afar is a time-honored strategy. We need some torches. Nice. So you must have good aim then. I think what we'll do is we'll go like this. Like, if the regret is immediate. Okay, that is something we're going to have to keep an eye out on. If we fall down the hole, we can't get out. Then I think we'll go like that. And we'll just block that off in case. We'll probably come back with some... What's it called? Gilded blackstone and just dot it through. Because if we dot that through, it'll make it feel a bit more rich. Or at the very least, less... kind of like... I want to say... overbearing. And I really don't want it to feel completely overbearing. Because having that happen is not ideal to me. Here we go. Okay. Okay, I think we need a bit more on that side. That's so it evens out a little bit. Wait, can we actually add... There we go. Perfect. Lovely. Okay. So it's still got that very dark, ominous feel. And I think, wait, can we? Oh, we do get blackstone stairs that are just blackstone rather than anything else. Because that makes our lives so much easier because of the fact that we can go ahead and just clip them in rather than having to figure out whether we want actually blackstone or anything else. Love it. Okay, one there. Oh, yeah. I have my monitor over there. And yeah. I've kind of thought about having my monitor up there so I can be looking up at chat. I'd be like, hi chat. But to do that, it would require me getting a couple of things that I can't get right yet. And then I think we need probably a couple of stairs at the bottom. There's also a couple of things that monitor stream health and stuff like that on my other monitor. So I can make sure that I'm not muted or my microphone hasn't cut out or anything like that. Because I really don't want to end up just talking to thin air or the internet cutting out or anything like that and being like, oh yeah, everything's fine or anything like that. Because I think that would be pretty bad. Actually, let's just give in. Let's just grab all the stairs. Because, like, thankfully that's only happened once. But, or the power giving out has only happened once while on stream. And I don't want it to happen and not ever notice. Because I think that would suck for you guys, just being like, oh, well, where'd Spelling go? It seems like a pretty terrible thing just to leave you guys hanging. Okay, so that gives us an idea on where we're going. Just this big ominous pillar. That we're going to make some mini pillars over here. Which I'd kind of like to invert. Oop. Here we go. This is starting to feel like a castle room. It's got the pillars. It's got the fancy. How long have we been doing this? Oh, so you're doing super flat survival? Like, super flat survival is not something I've ever tried, but I think it's definitely a vibe because it's pretty unique in how things function there. Like, look at this dark. Whoa. Oh. Yeah, but that is a very good way of putting it. I'm watching you, skeleton. I'm watching you. You spawned somewhere around in there? Okay. I'm kind of wanting to take these bones and use them as beams. I think that'd be good. But I think first what we'll do is we'll take this and bring it into the corners. And I think that'll be a good way of doing that. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 2 on that side. And then that should match. First, we need some bones. Oh, do we have any candidates up here doing... Did I just... Nope, I did not. Okay. There we go. It's just one thing that I'm particularly paranoid about is phantoms, because phantoms are annoying. Forget anything else, just phantoms. Okay. Actually, I think what we'll do is we will sleep and reset our insomnia meter and hope for the best. The roof is too well lit. Wait, what do you mean the roof is too well lit? Have I messed something up? Are we going to have something spawn up here? Huh? You shouldn't be here. Boop. 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 It needs a bit more of a nudge. It's okay. I'm giving them freedom. And you're still there. I mean, the thing is, I'm not sure you guys were here for earlier in the stream, but I didn't see the creeper that was sitting on the beam, and I landed it right next to it. And oh, I felt my soul leave my body. I was just like, ha 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 ha. Okay, I think here, right? 1, 2. Yeah. 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 It was just like I don't know. Nothing. I'm not going to do anything special. I have. I'm watching you, skeleton. Because the way I see it, the numbers are not. When it comes to YouTube, if you get caught up in the numbers and stuff like that, I don't think you're going to live. You're going to survive. Like, it's those minutiae aren't good for you. And I think if you're doing YouTube for numbers or anything like that, like the little details, then unless you love numbers and you love that sort of thing, then perhaps going and finding something else is a good idea. But that did not get placed. Where did that get placed there? And for me, I'm doing YouTube because I love building, and it's a practical way for me to share my love of storytelling, and I can actually do this. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there we can put a beam. So I personally think that people who get sucked into going and putting into their bios, I'm at 300 subs, I'm at whatever subs, support me, blah blah blah. Yes, they're enthusiastic, but I don't think long term that they're going to be there, because frankly, I don't think it's a very healthy attitude. I mean, it's a practical way for me to have a job, because for me, I don't have very many other options. But that being said, it's also a matter of managing it to be a useful way of, like, managing it in a way that is mentally healthy. Because you see a lot of people that have been like, yeah, I do all of this, I get the numbers, I do all the things, and then something is a bit weird in their brains. I don't. Because I don't have very many options. Because of the fact that, because of the disability, like, I have a few issues, physical issues and things that mean that getting a job is a bit difficult. So for me, this is both a creative outlet and a way to, well, socialize and do a few other things. So yeah, it is my social life. I have screwed this up. We need a block there, and then that goes there. There we go. And if it became my job, and I'm kind of at the point where I'd almost hope it would become my job, because it would actually be a job that I could do feasibly. Yeah, kind of, but like, I have definitely got a lot more options, probably, like, in theory. Like, my situation is definitely different. But that being said, comparing and contrasting is not something I am ever going to do, because a person's hardship is their own. And I think that YouTube would not be my first choice in career ever. But that being said, I've found that I've really loved discovering the community that is growing here, and the community. No. One of the... So... Okay. So this is the extent of what I am willing to talk about. I have a few issues that is going on. Some are undiagnosed, and there are a few that are diagnosed. Like, for me, it's a lot of little things that work together to just make life a lot troublesome. It's nothing life-threatening or anything like that. It makes me tired. It makes me... some days it makes me rather grouchy. But that's okay. Streaming makes me happy. And one of the issues is something called IBS. It basically makes it so that my guts really don't like me. And it means that I don't get to eat a lot of my favorite foods. And it's taken, I think, 10 years to get that diagnosis. And I'm still working on getting the other things, but I don't like the idea of talking about anything else. Like, there are other things, but they're not going to get talked about. And I also don't want this channel to be focused on, oh, Spieling, the poor thing, she's so sick, oh no, poor disabled Spieling. No. My life is focused on what I can do. And I can do this. I can go and watch a movie. I can cook. I can make a life for myself, and that is what I will do. And yeah. So yeah, I've probably had this talk with a lot of people IRL, and it's probably showing because I'm very sick of being like, no, I know I can't do those things anymore, but it's okay. I can do different things, because the thing is, I used to be able to go and rock climb and do all sorts of things. And it's been... Yeah, we gotta light this place up. There is... Actually, let's do this. It's been a very long transition. And... yeah. Okay, so for these side pillars, what I'm thinking... Okay, I'm really super sus about these guys. So I think what we'll do is we'll just fly away for a little bit and get them unspawned, because I don't really feel like going under there and trying to spot them between the stained glass. Wait, there is no way we haven't looted that, right? Surely we haven't looted... We've looted that. Okay, yes, we've looted that. That's good. Okay, as far as I know, all of the things I have is chronic. So they're things to be managed. And what that means is that sometimes it'll be good and sometimes it'll be bad. And like, what it means is that for me, I'll have good days and I'll have bad days. Okay, now we have no mobs under the floor. And it'll also mean that sometimes, like, for a while, I wasn't really able to drive because I had no energy. And I'm not sure whether it was because, actually, I don't know why, but I'm actually able to drive again now, which is super awesome. I'm loving it. But I can only really speak for the stuff that I do know what they are as well. So I think the main thing is you do the best with what you can, and everything else will basically fall in line. Oh, the torches are temporary. So we'll be coming through with probably glow lichen, maybe something else, because frankly, I have no idea what we're going to do. Originally, I thought Skulk lit up stuff, but apparently not. Wait, oh, maybe we could actually come in with some ender chests because they give off a light level of 4, I think. And actually, let's light this up so we can all see what's going on. And some more scaffolding, I think. But the only thing with making some ender chests is they get expensive real quick. So, who knows there? Yeah! Like, so we know now that it's basically this spot over here. Somewhere in here where mobs are spawning, and it's somewhere, I think it's here where we've got mobs spawning. It's those 3 locations, and I'm really glad you're enjoying the adventure unfold. And like, the thing is, it's something I learned from an early age, is it doesn't matter how your life is feeling. If you give up, that's it, you're done. You don't get a second chance if you stop trying. So, as long as you keep trying, I won't answer if I'm not okay. I will quite happily just say it's private. Because, like, in some cases, yeah, because for me, I know it's a complex issue, and it's also important for, like, it's a complicated topic, because, like, when you think about it, when you think about a disabled person, your first thought is, oh, they're blind. Oh, they're in a wheelchair. Like, those are the 2 main ways people think about disability, right? Or they have Down syndrome. Very, like that. And sometimes nowadays you see people who are autistic. But, like, I don't see being autistic as being inherently disabled, as an autie myself. So it's kind of like, I'm thinking maybe we come in at the edge of here or something. And it does... I think when it comes to dealing with stuff like that, it can get really awkward and stuff like, and like needing to know where things lie and empathy and things like that, because like in New Zealand, a lot of people with serious disabilities are not seen. They're not encouraged to be in the public eye. And it's actually very, because I used to volunteer for disability support and stuff like that. And unless the people who went and supported you and stuff like that, unless they were very, very strong advocates for you, there was nothing done. There was never anything done. And it was... these people were treated quite poorly outside of the centre I was working at, which was one of the best in the country. So it was hard. And like mapping that over, it's like there kind of sometimes needs to be acknowledgement of knowing where the line between privacy, empathy, learning, all of that lies, I think. Because asking from ignorance versus asking for curiosity versus asking just to be a jerk, I think those are three very different things. And I think asking from ignorance and asking from curiosity, those are fine. But asking to be a jerk, that's asking to be a jerk, and it's... Wait, what is... Why is there a torch? There we go. Okay. But can we just do some sneaky stuff and just go straight up? Are we in line? I think we are in line. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, there we go. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take that line up to about here. It might not be the same line, but it's okay. And then we'll do a similar thing to here, but over the doorway. That should be good. Should be. Boop. Let me have my scaffolding. There we go. 1, 2. So I'm kind of hoping that this matches this in distance. If not, we will finagle it and see how we go. Because it should be within a couple of blocks. Okay. Already I'm seeing that it is not within a couple of blocks. Okay, so in New Zealand, we have a social welfare system that is pretty good. And basically it allows you to exist, I think is the word I will use there. And it is just enough to get by. Like, you can't exactly go out and party or get coffees or anything like that. You are able to exist. You don't get to exist in a fancy place or anything like that. You just, yeah. And in my case, it pays for my medication and it pays for my food and my rent. And if I'm wanting to save for a graphics card or anything like that, I have to just be very careful on spending and stuff like that. So clothing is usually the budget that is carefully managed so that things are finangled, because I find that, like, you don't have to be fashionable. You can go ahead and, okay, we're just going to move that double one over there so that we've got things a little bit better aligned. And, like, if you're sensible with your money, I think it works. It works for me, at least. I know for some people who are a lot more social, they find a little bit harder. Well, quite probably. There probably is a job out there. And like, there are definitely jobs out there. But also, so our country has also got student loans and student loan credits and things like that. So I trained for a job that requires heavy labor or physical labor, which is something that I can't actually do anymore. And I have spent all my allotted time and I can't retrain without some things, and benefit system has very few jobs that they will offer someone who cannot meet certain requirements that I cannot meet. Yeah, but yeah, I'm kind of in a pickle. So I could probably do art commissions, but again, that's also an internet job, so it's kind of like it's kind of 6 half dozen with compared to YouTube. Oops. Because at one point yeah, basically. But like, as far as things are concerned, I'm like, I wouldn't say tight on money. Like, as far as things go, like, I'm in a pretty decent position, generally speaking, because I'm I'm sensible with my money. Like, if nothing else, being sensible with your money is a good thing to be. And I always recommend being sensible with your money. Okay. Wait, why isn't that even? Wait, what have we done wrong here? We got that. We got that. Oh, I see. We need another line there and then another line there. And then... No, I would not. In fact, this YouTube channel was only made as a bet. Well, not quite a bet. Me and my friend made a list of things we hadn't made in Minecraft or done in Minecraft. 50 things. I still haven't done all those 50 things, so we'll probably end up doing some of them in this world. Like, I haven't made a witch farm. And that's one of the things that's on the list. Then I think it's through here. Yes. And like going ahead and having fun with that was really awesome. And I think doing that was one of the best things ever. Because I think because my aim was I had planned to move overseas and have because my main goal for a job was to be a concept artist for a video game company or a movie production studio, but that was my main goal. And then I had training in, oh, I forgot. It was something useful. It was a trade. I have forgotten. It has slipped my mind. But because I believe in having basically practical and having it useful as well. So what do we got? 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. But near the end of my bachelor's was when things started really just deciding that things weren't working right. And it messed up. Oh, that would be because I have things set so that there is the least delay possible. Because I found that if I had that, it made life easier for me. So it means that I can't stream in 720p. Oh, sorry, I can't stream in 1080. But like for most people, like they're not going to be able to see the stream in 1080p. So I figured it's worth it. Even though, like, later on, swapping it, like, it might be an issue, but hey. And I really like talking to everyone. Here we go. Okay. So we have our 2 corners, and I think what we'll do is we will leave it there because now is the time for the end of the day and we go have a rest. So thank you everyone for joining, and I'm gonna sign this. Oh, 9. So thank you guys for coming, and I will say see you later next time. Bye.